So this one is specifically for people who sing either lead or backup vocals. I sing backup vocals. I'm not a very good lead singer, but I've done enough singing. Learn how to manage your voice, because when you're doing, especially like us, we're a cover band, our gigs are normally minimum of 2 hours, normally 3 hours long, 3 sets of 45 minutes. And we do 4 shows a week. That is a lot of singing. It's a lot of strain on your vocal cords. And if you don't manage it properly, you'll be burnt out by the end of the second gig. And then you've got to get through a third and a fourth gig. And if your voice goes by the second one, all you're doing in those last 2 is just pushing to get through. Long term, your vocal cords aren't going to last. You're going to end up with all sorts of polyps and strains and things that are just going to it's going to limit your ability to earn money, basically. So how do we maintain our vocals properly? So the first one is warm up before every gig. Even if it's just 10 minutes of humming, like, with reasonable strain, it'll at least get you into the zone. Second tip, learn to sing properly. Almost every singer I've met thinks they don't need help and that they're singing properly, and they go to a vocal lesson, and wouldn't you know it, they're doing a whole bunch of things wrong, myself included. Definitely seek professional help. If you are making money off music and you're not investing it in your own musical ability, I think you're missing out on the chance to be the best performer you can be, and that applies to everyone. So definitely learn how to sing properly and learn how to use the different voices you have. You've got your chest voice, your head voice, your falsetto. The best singers can seamlessly glide between these without even, you would never even notice unless you're a singer who's aware of these things. And breathing properly, all of these you'll learn at vocal training, super helpful. Another tip, and this is incredibly difficult to learn how to do, I can't remember where I first saw it. I think it was someone talking about Bon Jovi told them in some podcast somewhere. But you need to learn how to perform with your body as though you're going 100%, but with your voice only going 60 or 70%. Now, this is very difficult to do because a lot of us learn how to perform by being in the moment, 100% committed to it. I promise you, this is going to come as some sort of controversy to some people, that a lot of world-class acts you've seen who gave the best show that you've ever seen, that was their body giving it, and inside they were like, yeah, this is all right, but I'm pretty keen to go home or go back to the hotel and chill out, or with an after party. They have learned to give that performance but hold back on things that can get strained, like the vocals. So it's very difficult to do, but at the end of the night when the crowd's loving it and you're going for that high note, instead of just like sending your voice, pull back a little bit, use the techniques properly, constrict a little bit more and let a little bit less air go through. You can still hit the same note. If you sing properly, you can learn to get to the top note without having to push 100%. Sure, your stamina up there won't last even if you sing properly, but as long as you learn how to mitigate the damage you do, you prolong your voice, makes a huge difference. The last tip I'll give with singing specifically and maintaining your voice is the recovery the day after a gig. So I live in London with the singer from my band, the main lead singer, and quite often when we finished a gig, if it's been a strenuous one, the next day we won't speak to each other until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We wake up late because we go to sleep late, because gigs always finish at midnight and we get home, blah, blah, blah. But for the first sort of 2 or 3 hours of being awake, we just don't even speak to each other. It's a head nod at most and like a little And only once each of us has had a shower and hummed a little bit and had, in my case, my go-to is tea with honey in it, and your voice is starting to sort of not be a morning voice, only then do we start to have a conversation. And that conversation is also at a very, very, very low level. It's not like, hey, good morning, what's up? It's this level, we talk. And over the course of the day, we slowly warm our voices up. And by the end of the day, we're good to go when it comes to having to give another full performance. So warm up before the gig, and the next day, take it slow and learn a routine that you could build your life around, where your voice can sort of start to slowly warm up throughout the day, because you'll damage it enormously if the first thing you do is wake up with strained vocal cords and immediately try and sing or shout at someone or whatever.